So a Trump-supporting white woman recently went on a rant after hearing a Latin woman speak Spanish. Now, how do I know she's a Trump supporter? Well, she did say something about the wall. Now, let me give you the article here from Raw Story. Local news station ABC7 reports that San Jose resident Grecia Moran went into a local Shell station last week and was greeted in Spanish by an employee working there. Moran responded in Spanish, and the two women had a brief conversation before they were interrupted by an employee who was angry that they were not speaking English. Now, in order to try to prevent an altercation, Moran told ABC7 that, quote, "Look, I went up and I apologized. I said, 'Excuse me, I'm sorry.' All she was saying is she was just greeting me in Spanish. 'How's my day going?' And I said, and then she said, 'I don't care. You talk in English because this is America.'" You talk in English. How about you first? That is not proper English. It's, "Hey, can you speak in English, please? I can't understand you." And by the way, even in proper grammar, maybe you shouldn't say that because it kind of makes you look like an ass. And if that's not bad enough, she then said that, quote, "Trump needs to hurry up and build the wall." Hey, here's a pro tip for you guys. Just because somebody speaks Spanish doesn't mean that they're not an American citizen. It doesn't automatically mean that they're an undocumented immigrant. I mean, it's literally San Jose. There is a large Latino population that are citizens. Look, and here's the thing. English, by the way, is not the only language spoken in America. You know, if we were like the rest of the world, we would all be at least bilingual. America is pretty much the only country in the world where it's not encouraged to learn more than one language. I mean, so now following that, Moran took out her smartphone and began recording, and this is what she captured.
Great. Good. You know what?
You.
Thank you. Are you happy about that?
Yes, I am.
Wow. Congratulations.
You know what? I plan on quitting anyways.
Quit.
And it doesn't make no difference to you because you have your senora, you have your money, you can do whatever the you want, right?
But,
because you're not
you know
a
what?
United States citizen of the United States.
I was born here.
Well, show me.
I don't have to bring my
certificate.
certificate.
So
No,
I?
no, I don't.
Well, no, I don't either.
I was born
Oh,
here.
well, how
I was
do you
born
prove
and
it?
raised here because I was
Come
born
on,
here.
prove it to me.
You know what?
Prove it to me, motherfucker. I can prove it to you because I have my
You're an
birth
elderly
certificate.
lady. I'm not going to argue with you.
Okay, so a couple things that stand out. For one, she sounded like she was intoxicated. I don't know if that was the case, but she sure sounded like it. So I don't know on that. But the other thing is, wait, so she's literally saying, "Oh, why don't you show your birth certificate? Prove you're American. I mean, I have mine." No, you don't. You're not carrying your birth certificate around with you. Really? Look, I can guarantee no one who goes and says, "Show me proof of your citizenship," carries proof of their own. Nobody's carrying around their birth certificate. Come on. And that's ridiculous, expecting people who speak another language or who look a certain way to be carrying around their birth certificate. That doesn't make any sense. Now, I'm astounded, by the way, at how calm this lady was. Miss Moran was in the face of this ridiculous racist attack. I mean, again, getting yelled at for speaking Spanish, as if that's some sort of crime. But of course, the justifications, yes, we'll hear them. Jeff, they might be talking about her behind her back. If you speak in another language to somebody else, and they must be talking about that lady behind her back, she doesn't, she'll never know because she doesn't speak Spanish. That's ridiculous. And then, of course, the thought is, what if people are doing that to me? And they're talking behind my back. Now, something tells me that if two people are doing that, maybe you've done something to deserve it. I'm just saying. But seriously though, there's no excuse to verbally harass people for doing literally nothing wrong. And let me add this. I think this is an example of white privilege. Look, I know this is specifically American white privilege. And so, what do I mean by that? When you expect everyone around you to speak a language that you understand, English, at all times in America, that is white privilege. You're basically saying, no, when you're around me, when you are in my company, you are not allowed to speak what could be your native language or whatever language you choose. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to speak Spanish because I will overhear it. And for some reason, that makes me angry. No, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous. I mean, come on. Go home. Do something better with your life than to go after people for literally no reason. And by the way, take your casual racism with you. It's got no place here. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know how I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent, progressive media.